Thank you for joining us and welcome to the Entrepreneur Corner, Marielle.
Hi, Shedron. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. Just I don't think I eat lunch yet, but we'll figure that out after, right? So we're gonna get started. We're gonna dive right into it. So folks, this is the Entrepreneur Corner where we mind the business of people who have minding their business, right? A little bit. So before we get started, we want to dive straight into the business. So tell us about the Rustik Connection.
Okay, so my business, the Rustik Connection, Customized Spaces by Mari, focuses on providing customers with wooden items. So it's a woodworking and joinery business.
Mm-hmm.
We operate out of Arima, and we do custom furniture, shelving, small items, souvenir items. We work with pallets and lumber. So we convert pallets into large items like beds or small items like plant stands. And we do tables, sofas, and soon we will be branching out fully into upholstery as well.
Okay, nice. Anything in that space that you don't do as yet?
I can't put my hand on anything. I'm equipped to do everything when it comes to woodworking and joinery. The only thing I'm currently training with is upholstery, and I would say by June of this year, we should be fully engrossed in that aspect of the business.
Just letting you know, I have a chair here. So let me know when you're ready. All right, great. So, I mean, why woodworking? So tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey into entrepreneurship.
Okay, so this journey started officially, or no, I should say unofficially 3 years ago, unfortunately with the passing of my stepdad, Owen Slater. I needed a distraction, I should say, to take my mind away from grief, and I started getting into creating items. First it started with small little items like gift baskets and things like that, and then it got bigger into beds, tables, and I realized I had a love for creating and also a love for helping persons develop or build the dream space that they want for themselves. And
Right.
officially, It started December 2023. I forgot to include that. So we have been registered for just over a year. And as I said, we do basically anything woodworking.
Right. Do you see a difference between the unofficial and the official aspects of the business?
Not really, no. Because when I was operating unofficially, I should say, the love for creating was still there, and that is the underlying passion, creating and helping others develop exactly what it is they want for themselves.
And I think I must commend you in terms of transitioning from pain to passion, and I think that's kind of what I would group it as, right? First of all, but I think when you're thinking about unofficial or official business, there's a slight difference. There's always open opportunity as well, and there's a difference between having a bank account in your business name and having a bank account that's in your name, especially when you have to send an invoice.
Yeah, that is true.
Right?
That is
and
true.
I think so. I mean, for those who are not listening, and well, those who don't know, Marielle is one of our jump starters from 2023, cohort 2?
2024.
2024?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2024, cohort 1, right, great. Right, and so tell us, shameless plug because we have Jumpstart coming up in April. Let's let you all know, those who are listening, right? Tell us about your Jumpstart experience in terms of that early start of your business there.
Okay, Jumpstart helped me get. Jumpstart was the best thing that happened to me last year. I would say that hands down, right? Because I was operating this business with no vision, with no direction, with no understanding of what it takes to run a business. I must say thank you to Josh. He had so much patience because I almost did not even continue with Jumpstart when I first inquired about it. But he was willing to give so much information and to have the patience to repeat the same thing over and over. Because, you know, sometimes you're just starting off and funds are not in the best place. So it was like, am I going to spend this money? Do I have the time to put towards this? But honestly, I have zero regrets. I have so much gratitude for what you, Shedron, Stephanie, Miss Donna Louise, Josh, as I said, all the persons at YBTT, so much gratitude for you all and what you do.
I see Josh giving you a high five there in the chat as well. So I think, why I thought you were in cohort 2023, because when we had cohort 2, you were also part of the in-person meetup in terms of entrepreneurs kind of sharing their experience, and not just experience in terms of running a business, but your experience in terms of Jumpstart, of what you did and how that helped you from there. So could you tell us a little bit about that element?
So even though I came back, well, I should say as a guest, the night after I was part of that meeting, it again forced me to go back to the drawing board. So being around like-minded people helps you to be inspired, helps you to want to be better, want to do better in business. So it was great to not only be able to share my experience and my advice and my knowledge based on, you know, the little that I have because I'm new in business, but again, being among like-minded people, it really, really helped in terms of me getting back inspired to do more in the business.
You know, there's a saying, you know, 9 out of 10 businesses fail in the first year. All right.
I didn't.
Let's go back into your first few, well, officially 1 year and a couple of months, you're unofficially 3 years of business, right? Were there any things that you were going through there that you didn't expect when you got started in this business?
Yes. Having
Let me rephrase that. Give us like probably 1 or 2 things. Let me rephrase it. Give us 1 or 2 things, because I know there were a lot of things going in you didn't expect, right? So give us 1 or 2 things that stood out to you.
Okay, so having to juggle your family life, your personal life, dealing with life on the whole, and managing a business still continues to be one of the most difficult things of entrepreneurship, right? Apart from that, having to, I want to say, appease or liaise with so many customers and so many personalities, I honestly was not prepared for that. So that one was both good and bad. Well, not bad, good in the sense that it helped me grow as a person, but it was a bit tough to learn to navigate. Okay, all right, this is how this customer wants to be dealt with, and you have to keep adjusting as you go along. It's not one fixed thing as you go down the line.
Yeah.
And yes, I said balancing family life and entrepreneurship, but I think I have a better handle on it now. Getting a schedule, as you all recommended, journaling as often as possible, that has been helping, and is one of the tools that I still use to this day.
All right, so let me throw a curveball question at you then, because people think sometimes in terms of an entrepreneur, it's a balancing act, but I really like to call it a juggling act, because there are a lot of things that you have to juggle at the same time, right? So let me ask you, talk about managing your family life and managing the business. How does managing Marielle come in? How does managing yourself? What do you make time for yourself in this business?
Yes, I do. I do now. One of the things I do to make time for myself is a swimming class on Sundays. That's 1 hour where I don't have to think about anything or about anybody else except learning how to swim. And last year I started going on more hikes. So managing Marielle is more about managing my health, managing fitness, and just trying to be a better person overall so that I could be better in both the business and for family relationships, whatever other aspect is needed.
Right. So I remember that when I think was it Crime Stoppers who had that old ad from before in terms of the fix crime, the fix me first. And I think in the fix the business, that you in the business needs to be strong. Right. And that's one of the things that you always need to kind of make sure that you make time for. And the stronger you are, the stronger your business is, the stronger your family life becomes because of it. So always make sure that you're taking time for yourself. And I know we have always had that mindfulness moment when we talk about Jumpstart as well coming into play. Right. So let's mind your personal business a bit. Right. Right. Tell us, and for the viewing audience, 3 things within your refrigerator currently that is a must-have for you within your business. Within you.
A must-have.
But that's within you as well. 3 things.
3 things for me, right?
You must have pepper sauce, right? That's just me.
Oh, okay. Pepper sauce. A flavor. I would say I must have carrot cake. That is my guiltiest pleasure. Anytime I'm done, anytime I'm excited, anytime I just want something to snack on, my go-to is carrot cake. That's in my fridge right now. Pineapple chow is also another one.
I can rock with the pineapple chow. Yes, go ahead.
Nice. You know, your little salt prune. We start doing things a little bougie. And what's the 3rd thing? I must have food. Just food. Any kind of food.
All right. But all of it was food. I feel the carrot cake was food and the pineapple was food as well. Right? So I think that's a good summation. I think if I relate back to that is the carrot cake, I would say it's about relaxation, right? And that downtime, right? Because I think you're eating carrot cake in a hurry. You have to kind of savor it a little bit. And that kind of reboosts your energy there. And then when you think about pineapple chow, that is dessert. I think chow is dessert, right? So is chow dessert? I would classify chow as dessert. Right? And then lastly, you talked about you must have food. And I think I would attribute food in terms of entrepreneur is you must have the energy to keep going.
Okay.
Right, as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll put those 3 things in perspective from there. So you've been in business 1 plus 2 years, 1 plus 2 years, you'll call it that. In terms of, you'll call it that for now. What advice would you give an entrepreneur now getting started in their business?
The best advice I received, one I'll give personal, the other one I'll give with regards to business. You have to believe in yourself. There would be a lot of people or a lot of naysayers or even family sometimes may not think you are making the best decision, and they do that because they want to protect you. Entrepreneurship is not something that you could take lightly. It's something that requires daily work. But just believe in yourself, believe that you could do it, and don't give up. And with regards to the business, I would tie it back to one of the earliest lessons I learned through YBTT. Well, it was actually the last topic you all did, the business model canvas, paying very close attention to your suppliers and the relationship you have with them and your customer. It will help your business go much further and help things go much smoother. So, like for last year, a lot of the the sawmills and other little small suppliers that I deal with, I try to gift them just something small. Thank you for helping me get to this point. And with customers, I always try not only to just focus on the business, but to focus on them as a person, because I know it's not solely a transaction. If they feel like if it's just about money, you are not going to have a repeat customer, you are not going to have referrals. And through that technique or that practice, thankfully, I have had persons who would refer me just after one sale or one business transaction.
Yeah, and I think as much as possible, so no, we're posting on social media, and I think as an entrepreneur, what people like to see is the person behind the business, right? And going into not just supporting a business, but they're also supporting this entrepreneur and this entrepreneur's goals, passion, their vulnerability as well as it goes into a business.
Yeah.
And I think those relationships help you when the times get tough.
Yeah.
Right? The customers that you have a good relationship with would be more understanding when you, hey, I don't have this week, but next week it's coming in for sure. Or I'll be competing at those kind of things that the relationships that they need to build. The suppliers would call you and say, hey, we're expecting a shortage of shipment next month. So make sure that you put things in place to those aspects. And those are the relationships that you need to build, not just with your customers and, like you said, with your suppliers, but even also parallel with other entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Could even support the business that you're doing as well. Yeah. So I always like to say shameless plug time, but there's no shame in plugging your business. So I'll say plug time for your business. Let persons know where they can find you and how they can connect with you.
Okay, so across Instagram, Facebook, and now TikTok. This started last night, I believe.
Right, so we expect to see a TikTok dance soon, right? Just letting you know.
No, I cannot. But business name is the Rustik Connection, Customized Spaces by Mari. On Instagram, it's specifically rustikconnection.tt. You would see past work, you would see advice in terms of dealing with your furniture, you would see videos helping you to choose what type of material you want. And even one or two instances where I have my daughter there and my partner helping me build something or deliver something for a customer, and small interactions with customers, because many times they don't like to be on camera, but I have little clips here and there.
Right, is there a contact number or email address as well?
Yes, so email address is therustikconnection@gmail.com, and contact number is, why am I forgetting my own contact number? 721-0934.
All right, great. So folks, get connected with the Rustik Connection. Could that work?
Yes. I like that.
And we'll see you all next time at another Entrepreneur Corner. We'll see who will bring on next week or the week after. Look out for more information. And as always, it's been real. It's been nice. It's been real nice. We'll see you all next time. Take care.
Bye.